Kim.
Nice to see you.
So great to see you. It's been a long time.
Yeah, it has. Okay, so Pat, what was happening in your life when you came to my seminar? Like, what was driving you to even consider franchising?
Actually, I was working with an outplacement services, and that my company was actually funding, which was nice. So I thought, oh, better take advantage of that. So I'd already gone through the orientation process, and then all of a sudden I get an email about your seminar coming up, and I said, man, this looks like a really good option to look into. And but lo and behold, I came to your meeting or your seminar, and it worked out fantastic.
So prior to coming to my seminar, had you ever thought about owning a business or franchising specifically?
I thought about owning a business, and that was, I think, like a lot of people, you kind of lay awake in bed at night just thinking, what can I do? What can I sell? What can I invent?
How can I get out of
Yes, and how can I get out of the corporate rat race by selling something? So I had some ideas, but when the franchising operation came around, or the seminar, I had thought about franchising, but I just didn't know where to start. It's like I had no idea. So I kind of thought whenever I was going to talk to you, we would get into like, here's everything, that you can look at. I liked your process because it's basically working with you as a franchise consultant. You're giving me all that information. I don't have to go and do a lot of research. I can talk to you, lay out my ideas, my passions about what I'd like to do. You sort through all of it and come back with me with options, so it couldn't be any easier.
And how much did that cost you, Pat? No.
Zero. It didn't cost me anything. I mean, it's even better.
Right. Okay, so during your process, we had narrowed it down to two options, and we kind of had the lower investment, I'll say, play it safe option, and then we had the passion play.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about what was going on in your head, and ultimately how you came to the conclusion that Farrell's, the passion play, was the business for you.
You're right. Well, I've always been in fitness my entire life. I mean, it's made me into the person I am today, just over decades of going to the gym and raising my self-esteem, and it's helped me be successful in business and throughout my life. I was looking at lower investment options, but when I looked at what I was passionate about, which was working out and fitness and getting other people excited about it and what it can do to change your life and your attitude, I thought there's definitely only one way to go, and that was Farrell's.
And then what happened personally in your life during the process? I think that kind of drove you more to, it was really clear that you were going for passion.
My father passed away in July, which was really tough to deal with.
Right in the middle of our process.
Yes,
really.
right in the middle of all the process. I mean, it was just insane for that to come around, and it was unexpected at the same time. So, but after that, and losing my father, and just kind of figuring out, truly life, you need to be happy in life and do what you want to do, and that really kind of drove me into putting everything I had into exploring all the options to figure out if this is what I wanted to do. And so it definitely was a big driver for me in going through the entire process and saying, you know what, I'm going to take a chance in life and I'm going to make it work out, and that's what I did.
It seems like I remember the day that you called me after you took some time to grieve, and you came back and you were just like, you were singularly focused. You were a man on a mission. You were like, tell that franchisor I'm done, and I'm going to Discovery Day, and the rest was like basically history.
Yeah, you could spend so much time, especially if you got 3 or 4 options you're trying to validate and just go through and figure out what you want to do. Yeah, after I made my decision, finally, after I spent some time grieving my dad's passing, I said, all right, this is it. I'm not going to waste any more time on any other franchisees out there. I'm just going to, go with what I'm passionate about, and that's what I did. So we cut everybody out of the mix, stopped wasting time on all that stuff, and we went straight to what I wanted to do.
And sometimes exploring, like we built that model because, a business can be something practical for some people, but it also is so much more than an ROI. It's so much more than a job replacement, right?
Right.
Because you're going to put your heart and your soul into it, right?
Right.
So I think that's what I saw. Like it all came together for you, and you got clear that life is short, and you wanted to do something that you could get up and be passionate about every day. There was no doubt you were going with Farrell's.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's a dream come true. I mean, I try to get into the gym as much as I can every week, and then My mother is up there in advanced age, and every time she visits me or I go visit her, I actually drag her out to the club all the time myself. So, I mean, everyone should go out. I mean, it's the best thing you can do for the longevity of your life is go out and try to be fit and have a good, healthy consumption of food. So, and I try to inspire others at the same time, enjoying what I do.
So now there's all these fitness franchises, as Kim likes to say, and then there's Farrell's.
Right.
So tell us what makes Farrell's so special and so unique compared to all the others.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of fitness companies out there, right? And like I know you've been a part of that throughout your life, just different places. Same thing with me too. I mean, I started working out in high school and I got involved with football. But so I've seen it all, throughout the decades, and there's a lot of options out there right now. What sets Farrell's apart is that it's got a unique program that people can get involved with, and you can actually, the members are great. They love the atmosphere. They love that the owners know who they are, and one of the owners, when I was going through the process, she said it's like Cheers without the beer. People come in,
awesome.
People come in, and you know their name. They love it. They love the personalized aspect of it, which is fantastic. And there's a dedicated time that you come in every day, 6 days a week, and you're building kind of a teamwork of the people that are working around you. It could be your friends, it could be new people that you meet, and you end up creating some lifelong friendships with that.
That's really
So Farrell's is very unique, and I would have been a little bit more apprehensive about it, but there's already the franchise located in North Dallas area, and it's already proved out the model. It comes from the Midwest, obviously, but they've already migrated south, and it's doing great. So the riskiness was a lot lower than what I anticipated.
That's great.
Yeah.
When you went out to your discovery day and you got to meet the founders, you were already pretty sure this is what you wanted to do, but how did that event, having dinner with the founders of this 18-year franchise, right, that's just now going national, how did that seal the deal?
Lance and Michelle were just super fantastic people. You can really tell that the passion they had with Farrell's. I mean, obviously it's something they've been working on a long time. Now expanding, a little bit more than they have in the past. But meeting them, sitting down with them, hearing about what, they want to do long term for Farrell's and how I could fit into that was pretty inspiring. Plus, not only meeting them, but we had a chance to go to the corporate office and meet the folks there as well, that marketing, and also the guy that runs the fitness programs, and fantastic people. I mean, you could really tell that they were really passionate about what they were doing.
Yeah.
They all had a swim lane of what they had to do from a work standpoint, and they were just super intelligent about everything that they handled and what they can help me to be successful in my own gym.
Yep, culture, people, relationship, so good.
Yes.
All right, so if you were going to give any words of wisdom or share and say, if you're thinking about franchising, why should someone call Kim Daly? What would be your advice?
Well, I would say that it takes a lot of the guesswork out of the process. Like, I didn't know where to start to begin with. And then once you get started, are you really talking to companies that are on the up and up? Mm-hmm. You've already you and your company have already vetted out all the franchisees, the best of the best, the ones that people should be looking at. You're putting your name on the line with these people and your reputation on the line as well. So that's why I found out that I could trust you instantly. You were steering me in the right direction all along, and all we had to do was just pick out what I wanted to do, meet the folks, validate it for myself, and just go from there. So there's no downside to it whatsoever. And I couldn't be more thankful for the time we had, the time that you spent with me trying to go through that process. It was invaluable, and I'll be ever grateful to you.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Yeah.
Thank you.